Hello and welcome everybody. We will begin in a few minutes, not too long now. So sit back, relax, and we'll start momentarily. I hope everyone had a fantastic Monday. Happy Monday. A new week begins, new week filled with opportunities, and a whole week ahead of us. And of course, I hope you had a fantastic day today. All right, let's get going. I don't know what happened to the music, but let's begin. We'll go away. And whoop. Hi. How's everyone doing? I always lose the camera. I don't know why. Because my light is here. I get kind of blinded, and I'm always looking for where's the oh, there you are. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for joining me. Nano Cell Music. Hey, how you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here. So nice of you. I hope you had a great Monday. I know Mondays, but still, I hope you had a good Monday. Let me make sure that. Yeah, okay. Everything's looking good. All the lights are on, perfect. All right, so what are we doing today? Let me see if I can remember where we end up. I think today is going to be about the list of ads. We can create ads now. And we end up redirecting to dashboard momentarily, but I think today we are going to start no, actually not the list. We should do the when you click on the review button on the form, we should do the page where you actually review your order. You have a total, and then you click pay, and then we see the we see the paddle checkout portal, and then after that we should end up in the dashboard. So we're gonna do that, and once that is working, we are going to try the webhooks. That'll be the last puzzle piece. Let me open the project real quick. Here we go. All right, let me just go and verify the create add component. So we have the store method, we save, we create a file, and then we redirect. Someone mentioned last week that what is this project about? Great you ask. So in my country, Costa Rica, there is one web page. Let me do it here rather. There's one service called Mi Anuncio, that's my ad, basically. And what they do is they give you the ability to create, where is my internet so bad today? Hope you're not having problems seeing this. So what they do is they give you a service where you can log in and you can fill a form where you can fill out basically the ad that you want to put on the radio. And then you select the radio station, and you select a bunch of slots where you want your ad to go at what time. The difference is what they do is they take your ad copy, and they have a professional voiceover actor, or a radio person who will take that and record that and then put it on the air, and they charge you for it. But then I thought, how about we make it worse? So instead of using a professional voiceover person, we're going to use text-to-speech and charge the same price. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Just a small project to try out a few things, you know, learning experience, trying out text-to-speech, trying out the paddle payment gateway. We already tried Stripe in a past project, so we're going to try something new. So yeah, and right now what we have, was it Arturo? I think so, or example by this one. Let me show you what we have so far. Of course, I need a VTEP server because this looks like crap. So what we have right now, it's a form. Dang, that's cool. I assume you're using GPT TTS. You assumed correctly, my friend. So what we have right now is this add copy here. I don't know if this is still, it should be. This should be working still. And then you can preview that using the play button, hoping it's still working.
This should be working still.
I can't hear it. Oh, great, the music is back. I don't know what's going on here. Get out. Is everything going on? Is everything well with the stream? Yeah, bitrate's good. Do you Twitch? I'm sorry, Twitter? Yeah, everything's fine. I just got scared for a moment because my iPad did a little thing like a twitch. But I didn't hear this, and that concerns me. What happened?
This should be working still.
All right, that's better. Let me go back to the chat. Here we go. I can hear the music and the TTS. Okay, cool. So music should be gone now. So I have this. You could hear the TTS, and then I have a bunch of drop downs. This will be for the service, the type of service you're using, the radio station where you want this. This radio group is dependent on the radio station. You select only one service right now, 30-second ad for $12. And then when you select that, then every radio station has a schedule, and you can only see dates for the schedule depending on the radio station. You select a date, and then you choose a few options for times. You get a total here of what you chose. And then what we are going to do right now is when you click review order, right now I'm creating a temporary record, like a record without payment, so that when you click here, you are taken to a secondary page where you see a summary of your order, and then you can click checkout. That will show a paddle checkout, that will show the paddle checkout gateway or the overlay. And once the purchase is complete, you should be redirected back to, right now we're just going to take the user to we're going to take the user to the dashboard page, the initial page. And then once that's complete, we're going to make sure that we are able to connect all of the webhooks from Paddle so that Paddle can update our database with a successful purchase. So yeah, that's basically what we're going to do today. Hold on, let me try something out. Never mind. Oh, that's working. I'm trying out a new feature where I can make clips of the things that I say on Twitch so that I can then turn those into shorts. But I'm trying out something new, and I just hope that it's actually working. I'll know after the fact. Either way. So yeah, let's figure out what we want to do with the checkout page. The other day I was looking at I saw something that I want to implement. Let me show you. So this page is from YouTube Studio when you're creating a new video. And I like the way that they have like a list on this side and then a sticky card on this other side. You see that when we scroll all the way to the top, this one stays there, or rather when we scroll down, it sticks to the top. So I thought, yeah, maybe I could do something similar where we have a list of the time slots that you selected with their own price. And on the side, we can have like a card that has the total price and then a checkout button. And maybe we could try and make that sticky in case we have multiple, like a lot of times selected, that when you have to, if you have to scroll, this card will stay in place and you will always be able to see the total amount and the button. But yeah, I want to try and do this. Shouldn't be too hard, right? Famous last words. It's kind of hard to see with dark mode enabled, but yeah, there is like a border there, different colors, rounded borders in cards for lists. I'm going to start by creating a page, trying to set up a design that looks kind of like that. So I kind of want this same card size, but I want it on a 2-column container so that this will move a bit to the side, to the left, and on the right there will be like another car like this one, but with a total. So let's try that. Right now we should have a bunch of records, so maybe I can use one record to preview that so that we can have data in. Let me check real quick what we have on database. Let's try add all. See what we have. Yeah, we have like 6 records there. This last one is the one where we created last week. So if we select, we do add find 5, and then we do time slots, I think is the relationship. No, okay, that's not it. Hold on. Oh, it is, but oh, that's sad. So that means no time slots were created? I don't like that. What happened? Oh, time slots. Maybe that's the problem. Yeah. Well, kinda. It's empty. Hmm. Hmm. Do we even have time slots? Time slot all. Yes, we do. We have a few. They belong to at ID number 1. Number 6. Number 6. Number 6. Oh, I was looking at the wrong one. Okay. So back it up. Back it up. Back it up. Look for 6 and then time slots. There you go. Yeah, it was working. This was the last one, not the 5th. So we have this, this, and this few time slots. All right, so I can use record number 6, and that'll help me preview the page accordingly. Why are you frozen in time? Please move. There you go. Okay. I'm gonna make a copy of the form page, remove what I don't need, split it in half, and just put labels over there for now. Should give me a good idea of what I have to do. And after that, we can try. I'm not gonna worry about the stickiness still because there's not gonna be too many records. Maybe once it's working and once it looks the way I want to, we can worry about making the right side sticky. But for now, let's just make it. Let's see, we have traits, Livewire, forms, pages. So we have pages. Oh, we already have a checkout page. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Did I do anything with the template? Oh, I think the template is just, okay. Checkout. Yeah, it's just that. Let me see that real quick. Okay, looks like this. So I just have to make it look a bit smaller. Do I want it smaller? or maybe that size. Let's just split this in half and have review order on that side and no, summary on one side and checkout on the other. Let's see. All right, so this div, this is the card itself because it has a shadow and a rounded border. Rounded G, yes. So this div here, how do we split it in half? Maybe we could do flex, maybe. Just doing that is going to make that really small. Let's copy this. And put another one just below it. This one here going to be order summary. Review and pay should be this one. All right, so that would give me both of them just right next to each other. Let's try and make this flex. What would be justify between? Kinda. Justify evenly, maybe. No. I think just to justify about round. No, still. I want this to be all the way here, like on the border. So let's try justify between, but I'm gonna make this grow. So that'll be flex 1. All right, so this one takes all that space. Can we make it a max width? Max width empty. Okay. Maybe larger. LG. Excel. Now I'm thinking maybe the justify is not, well, yeah, I do. Check this real quick. Hold on. Just want to test something out. All right. How about justify start? Now I kind of want it centered. Yeah, that's what I like. So now this one's going to grow like that to a maximum of that. And then we can make this one. How is that one going to grow? What if we do flex 1 here as well? No, that doesn't work. Or maybe it will if we give it a max width of SM. Not bad, not bad. Actually, maybe I'm overthinking this. Maybe all I have to do remove all that. Actually, let's keep this flex 1 so that it will grow. But here, hold on, let me see how that looks. But here we can make, no, this one should not be, or maybe this one we can do maybe a gap of 6. Yeah, the problem is that now that one's too small. Let's try this one instead. So min with Excel, and this one will be flex 1. No. Max with MD. That one's too small. Jesus Christ, this is hard. Okay, so let me think. There. Okay. So that layout I like. All right. Oh, that took a while, didn't it? What do we do now? Let's start by adding an order summary here. Now, an order summary should have the service that you're paying for, which would be kind of the description that you saw on the form earlier, price included, and how many rows of those you have selected based on the time slots. But we should put those on cards, just like this one, but just with border. Kind of like, go away. Yeah, kind of like that. Mm. Yeah, it should be a light border. So that border color right there is the one that I want. The one between the title and the navigation. Right, let's try that. Let's try add a few cards and see how they look, and then we will use real data to iterate over them. Just try adding a div here. Start by making this flex and flex call. And then another div. Hey Abdul, grid calls 6. I don't know what that's for. I really don't like using grids. I've realized. I feel like I have more control over flex than grids. Generally, I mean, they have their uses, but when it's like something simple like this, well, I kind of screwed it up, didn't I? What happened? Oh, I didn't close this div, of course. When it's kind of things like this, then you have to, if you have a 6 column, then you have to decide, well, this one goes up to how many columns, and this one only 2, and I don't know, starts to get complicated. So flex it is. All right, so we have a div here. Let me grab real quick. I'm gonna do this in a duplicate. So this is what I want to show. Okay, now that should be, let's see, flex call. Separate it a bit from the top. Margin top 6. Okay, now give this a padding. Is 6 too much? Maybe 4. Let's try with 4. Border. What's the border color of this? Let me check. Who's got the border here? Here, I think. Well, that's a weird border color. Border gray 700 on dark. So 100 on light mode, 700 on dark mode. 17. Let's try that. Border. So we have border. Now let's do border 100. Border color. No, border 100. And then dark border gray 700. Okay, that looks good. Now let's make it rounded. Is it MD? I think it's MD. No, LG. Probably have to do it. No, LG looks fine. Let's take the price. Kind of want the price to be underneath. in a little muted, maybe. But of course, for that, I need this to be flex code as well. No, actually, what I want on bold is this part, Abdul. So I'm just using font bold. Maybe give it a text. Excel? No, that's too big. MD? Actually, maybe instead of that, we just make the price text SM. That's fine, I think. Maybe we should show the time next to it. Ooh, can you, there. Can you please? Thank you. So maybe we do, maybe we should show not only the date, we should show the radio station, time, and date. Maybe we could do, no, maybe not the date. October 18, and then 10 a.m., something like that. Okay, and then Target X, greetings. How you doing, man? Thank you for joining me. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great day today. And then we can show one card for each of the time slots that we selected. So if we had 3 time slots, we show 3 of these with the service, the radio station, the date, and the only change will be the time and also the price. Looks like crap on mobile. Well, in this case, it would be nice to have it sticky because in on mobile, what I could do is put this card on top and then the order summary below it. And when you scroll, this one will always stay at the top. So no, always flex. It's always flex row. No, sorry. It's always flex call, but on small devices and up, it'll be flex row. Is that what I want? Okay, yes. Then the order. Is there a way to reverse the flex order on container? Flex order. Oh, order last. So in this case, I want the order summary. If there is an order last, there should be an order first, isn't it? Yes, order first. So what happens if on always order first, but on always order first. Then on small devices and up, it'll be order last. Order one. I think we could go away with order first and last. There's only two. So order one, yeah, we can go 1, 2, and 3. But since we only have two elements, I can put it on first by default, which would be on mobile. And then if we go any higher, then it goes to last. And I think that should work. Maybe not. It didn't. Why not? Why not? Order summary is first. What if I want this one first? Oh, it's not this one. I'm targeting the wrong div. That's the problem. This should be the div that I should be targeting. All right, that goes to the top, but on SM and up, order last. It stays there. And when we're not on mobile, it goes here, here, and here. Then we just have to worry about making this sticky so that you can scroll through all of the cards here. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Try reverse. Is that an order reverse here? There's not an order reverse. Wait, that. No, reverse doesn't work. Still appears down here. Order first is the way to go in this case. Oop, sorry. All right. We can iterate over data on this side. Now let's worry about this side real quick. We should be able to copy some of what we have here. I kind of like the way that I showed the total. So yeah, let's just do total on the other side and then a dollar sign like this. Just make it real big. And then a button down below. Separate this with the margin top 6. I think what's what I did with the other. Yeah. Let's make font. No, text for Excel, I think. Would be a good size. No, that's well. Try 2 instead. I think that's good. That's a good size, or should we make it bigger? Should make it bolder though. Not extra bold. Yeah. Now button down here. I'm gonna borrow the button from the form. Should be primary button. There you go. Double yoink. Not what I wanted to do. Double yoink. Go back and paste. Let's make this checkout. Make it space y6 so that blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm not totally mad with that. Right? These two are still lined up. Just make this total end button spaced out. That means that padding 6 doesn't really apply, or does it? It does. It needs, well, not the padding. Where's the margin top? Here. Maybe we don't need that. We do. All right, that's fine. That is good. I'm just thinking maybe we don't need this title. That's kind of redundant, right? Or is it? I don't know. I'm in the fence. You guys think we should just remove this one? Let me show you how that looks. So without and with. I don't know. I kind of like it like that. Makes it more balanced. Like we have a title over there, we have a title over here, and they kind of balance each other. Without the title, it looks kind of too heavy on that side. No, I don't know. It looks incomplete. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It kind of looks better like this. More symmetrical, I would say. What do you guys think? I think we're good. I think I like this design. I can see already, I can get all of the information I need from the, yeah, I'm going to pass a record here. Maybe not pass it. Maybe it should be in session. Maybe I should store the currently created ad in session and just retrieve it here instead of passing an ad ID in the URL. Yeah. I don't see why not. But yeah, from the ad, I can get the service, I can get the radio station, I can get the date or the schedule at, and for each time slot, I can get the date, I can get the price from the service, I can calculate the price based on number of time slots, and just pass that to the checkout button here. All right, let's give it a try. Starting with the list. But that requires me to create a new ad and put it in session because I'm not doing that right now. Let's head back to create ad real quick. Text to speech, we already have form. This form is playing. We do the store, and in store, we do transaction to create the ad, all the time slots. Here we are going to put session. Haven't worked with sessions in a while. Hold on. All right, just use session key value. Easy enough. Session. Let's call it ad ID. I was thinking that maybe, sorry, why use sessions when you already store the information? I was thinking that when you get from the form to the checkout page, you still, even though I store the information, I need to retrieve it somehow. One option would be to pass the ad ID in the URL. The other is to flash the ad ID to the session so that when I get to the checkout page, I retrieve the last one, the one that is currently on session. My initial thought, like just 15 seconds ago, or when I was thinking about it just a few minutes ago, I was thinking that maybe if I keep it in session and you get to the checkout page and you don't pay, because the session lasts, I don't remember exactly how much time it lasts by default, but that means that the next time you log in, I can actually check for an ad ID in your session session data. But when you log out, that's gonna go away. Maybe not when you log out and you log in. As long as you are logged in, you have access to the checkout page. But you're right. What if I have several that I want to pay at once? So create one, didn't pay, goes to my list. Mhm. The one thing that I noticed that the service that I'm using as an example is that the form, even when I create a new record or I try to create a new ad in their form and I log out and then I log back in, the form still has all of the values that I selected. So that means that they either keep, they're probably using a cookie. Sorry. They're probably putting all of the information in a cookie so that when I come back to the form, everything is filled up. So I don't lose the information that I just put in. I don't want to do that though. I kind of want to just keep the record. Yeah, maybe I should keep it simple and just put the record in the URL. So that way, if I want to go back to a previous record, I just I might have a list of ads that I created but haven't paid, and then I just can click on one and pay that. So the URL option seems more viable. All of this is behind authentication, so shouldn't be that problem. All I have to do is check for the ad and make sure that it belongs to the currently logged in user. Yeah, you're right. We should use the link. Wait, UUID? I don't have a, I'm not using UUIDs for IDs of the records. Only UUIDs for the file names. So it'll be something like change inside this. It'll be what is it? Ads checkout. Oh, I can't do it here. Unless I return it from here. Yeah, let's try that. What? I'm just gonna throw an exception for now. I would end up probably just throwing a validation error here so that the form will show an error to the user saying something went wrong. But for now, I'm just going to throw an exception. I'll come back to that later. I'm getting an ad returned from the form store and then pass it to the ads checkout. All right. All right. Now I need to modify the ads checkout route because I'm not accepting anything there. So be in web.php, ads checkout. Let's add parameter here called add. And then let's go to the checkout component. We are going to need a public add from models add. So because this is Livewire, anything you pass in the route, any parameters that you pass in the route will be mapped to a public property if they are called the same. And we will have also implicit model binding, all included in everything included, so we don't have to do anything. So that's what I'm expecting it to happen. Just 1 second. All right, so we have an add here. Now we can pass that add down to the page. Actually, we don't have to do that because it is a public property, so it is immediately available to the template. Now we can go to checkout and let's first try and render as many cards as there are time slots. So let's try for each add time slots as time slot. Let's try that for now without changing information. So we can go back here. Obviously, now we need to pass a URL here. Sorry, an ID. We remember that that was ID number 6. And yep, there it is. 3 records. We still need to adjust the spacing on those. So let's use gap. I think 2 should be enough. Maybe more. About 4. 4 is fine. All right. Let's start using the add information. I'm thinking about the service. So we need to pull in the service here. That's one query for every service, so we should not do that. We should have the relationship already loaded. This makes me think that we could maybe use Chaperone. Is that available already? Do I have Chaperone available? I think Chaperone will allow me to bring in the relationships. Let me go and check. Maybe we can learn something on the fly today. Even when utilizing eloquent eager loading, n+1 query problems can arise if you try to access the parent model from a child. Okay, that's not what I'm trying to do. Maybe I should do eager loading. I'm not going to use anything from the add slot back to the parent. What I'm trying to do is just access another relationship. So let's try eager loading instead. When accessing eloquent relationships as properties, the related this means the relationship data is not actually loaded until you first access the property. That's what I try to avoid. However, eloquent can eager load relationships at the time you query the parent model. Eager loading alleviates the n+1 query problem. To illustrate the n1 problem, consider the book model that belongs to an author. So yeah, so in this case they're loading it. I already have it. This is not what I'm trying to do. What another option would be to add the width to the model itself so that it always eager loads. Constraining eager loads, no. Morph 2. Lazy eager load. Oh, this is what I want. Just want to do load, but when do I do that? I probably need to do a mount. Yep, I found it. Thank you. That means on checkout, I cannot rely only on this. Now I need to either do it on render, or the other better option is to use the mount method. What is your problem? What's going on with you? Oh, I mean, come on.
Bruh.
You have to give a name to the function. And I'm here asking, what is wrong with that function? I don't know. What could it be? Jeez. Okay, so I should do it. That means that now I should have the service preloaded. Head over here. And let's try this. I think it's name. Might be wrong. Let's see. Yeah, it's not, probably not name. Let me check. Add. First of all, do we have a service? Yes, we do. And now let's check create services table. Description. Description. There you go. Boom. Now we need the radio station name. And let's head over back to the checkout. We need to load one more. Was it an array format or no? No, just comma. We need to load in radio station. This is bothering me too much. There you go. Now we can replace this with add radio station name. Ooh. Is that the right relationship? Yeah. Temporary property name on null. Ooh, what's happening? Huh. Oh, he. It works here. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Am I not naming it right on the template? Yeah, there you go. Sorry. Cool. All right, now we need the scheduled add. That's directly a property on the add, so we can access it. And if I'm not mistaken, that should be already cast. Casted? Cast. It's been cast. Cast. Is it cast or casted? Casted? Casting. Cast. The past tense of cast is cast. English is weird. So this is already being cast as a date. Meaning we could do add scheduled at format. What did I say? Is it D, capital D? I don't remember. Hold on. This should be on PHP. Where is it? Where is it? Where are the format definitions? Come on. Here. So there it is. It's capital D, I was right. And then lowercase d for two-digit number, two-digit day. This is getting long. Then for the time, that comes from time slot, time format. This one is capital H for 12 hours, capital lowercase e for minutes, and then capital A for AM PM. So we don't need this there. Method format does not exist. Really? You're telling me that the format method does not exist. Well, let's try format instead. See if that works. All right, there you go. There is a way to make this like with the, the third, basically the TH at the end. I think there is a way to do that. No, maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, here it is. English ordinal suffix for the day of the month. 2 characters. So it's a capital S. Meaning that we could put DN capital S. So DS. There you go. Wednesday the 13th, 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 13th. Looks good. All we need now is the price. There's only going to be one price, but that's fine. That is also in the service. Add service price. And because we are using the money package, that already comes with the $sign attached to it. Boom. All right. We have a list. And it's based on real data, which is cool. Now let's do the total here. Should be easy because all we need to do, we already did this. Let me go find it in create ad. I think it's in the store render. Yeah, here it is. Except we don't have the selected time slots. We have to use the relationship of add selected, not add selected, add time slots. That gives us a collection. We just count on that and multiply by service. Yep, let's do that. Yoink. Paste. All right. We don't need to use collect. Oh, what did I do? Okay, so we don't need a collect here. We just need to do add, or rather, yeah, no. Time slots count times add service price get amount, because price comes as a string formatted with $sign. To get the actual number, we need to use get amount on that. Again, because we're using the money package. Just want to make sure that the ad comes with time slots preloaded. I think we already did that. But it would not hurt. Right? We're using it twice. Let's just preload it right away. Does that work? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. No, please sit down. Thank you. All right, so now that we have all this, the next step is to render the paddle checkout button here. We need to pass a quantity to it. We also need to create a checkout session. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's do that. I already had this code and I deleted it. Or maybe not. Is it in the other one? I think it is. Let me check something real quick. Ah, here it is. I knew I was going to need it. Yoink. Paste. On comment. And we can delete this one. Now we need this checkout variable. So we're going to create that. If I remember correctly, let me check documentation real quick. Yeah. Quick start selling products. Here we go. We need to do this, but instead of just using a value here, we have to use an array as in the price ID. And then the return route. The price ID and the amount of items, which we already have, which is good. Let's copy this real quick. Let's go back to checkout here. We're going to do this. We're going to do this in the render method. Do I have this also commented out in the create ad? Yes, I have it here. Nice. Let's code it. Yoink. Paste. Difference is, instead of this quantity, we're going to use this at what is it? Service? No, time slots count. And yes, we are going to return to the dashboard once we are done. Now let's pass that into the view. Because this is not a public property, we actually have to pass it down to the template. That will allow us to get rid of this error. Wait, no, that's not the error. All right. Why did you Kind of liked you when you were not full width. I mean, when you were full width. What happened? What happened? Maybe it's a styling thing. Hold on. Yeah, it's an yeah. Let me just copy the classes first. Join that. And then change, well, almost. Do have to bring all of the classes from the primary button. Let's do this. I'm not going to do, hold on, let me double check the primary button classes first. So inline flex, yes. Was this growing all the way? I think it was. It is. I never really bothered to. Yeah, it was. The thing is, when we only had one, then it was all up here. I should change that at some point because then this is going to grow all the way. If we have 20 here, this will be the same height, which I don't want. We'll figure it out later. Right now, all I want is that button to be full width. Which we can probably just do this, flex, item center with full justify center. Okay. Better. And let's change this to checkout. All right, so let me examine this real quick just to make sure that we have a proper button, paddle button, quantity 3, price, yes. So that means that we should be able to click checkout, show the paddle overlay with the actual price. You can change the quantity here, and then from here you can pay and you will be redirected to the dashboard. Let's actually try that out. 4242 4242 4242 4242. Name on the card, test, expiration date, anything in the future. So 12 or 1. The invalid. Is the year, isn't it? Yeah. 1225. And the code is 100. It's a test code. And we do pay now. Yay. Oh, please. No, no. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so I think we have a good flow. We have a form, we create a record, we are taken to the checkout page where we check out, pay, and then we are taken back to some page. The next part is the one that is going to take us a bit, it's going to take us a while actually. Because here is what Paddle. With Paddle, you need to publish the application. You have to expose it in order for the webhooks to work. Because Paddle doesn't have a listener CLI like Stripe has, where you can start a service locally, and then whenever you make a transaction, Stripe will communicate with your local service that is running on the background and then simulate a webhook call. Paddle doesn't have that. Paddle has to make a call to an actual application on the web to contact the webhook endpoint so that it can update the transaction, the successful transaction in the database. And that is going to be a pain because, well, not so much of a pain. It's going to be a little tedious. We can use expose from her. So that using expose, where is it? Settings? Yeah, using expose will allow us to, that's the expose token. That's fine. Using expose, really? Fine. Using expose will allow us to temporarily put our application on the web. But what happens is every time we create an expose link, I think it changes every time. I haven't checked, to be honest, but I think it's like a temporary URL. So every time we have one of those, we have to go into Paddle and we have to authorize that URL so that Paddle can make calls to that URL and contact the webhook endpoint. So that's the tedious part, I think. Let's do something, because this is going to take a while and I don't want to just have to cut in the middle. And we are already into 1 hour and 40 minutes. There's not much we can do in 20 minutes. So in order to not leave it like halfway, we are going to dedicate the entire next session on just webhooks and Paddle, knowing that we have the checkout process pretty much nailed. So we're going to just focus on webhooks and make sure that the webhooks work using an exposed URL. Sound cool? Awesome. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, who joined me today. Thank you so much. If you found any of this helpful, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, follow me on Twitch if you're not doing so already, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. And if you're on Twitch, hold on, because we are going to raid someone. It's always fun. Let's see, who do we have today? Well, nobody's online, so we're going to go to watch some ferrets. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.